Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Final Round, and my name is Jordan. This is a channel where the episodes come out the day before the lines drop, except it's opening day, and some of the lines are out, but not all of them, just a few on Prizepicks. But this is a channel where I gather research before the lines come out, and I try to compile it, put it into a video for you, and if you want to discuss the lines as they come out, I have a Discord. The link is in the description. You can join there, and we haven't talked about baseball yet because the season's just beginning, but there should be a conversation starting up there, and you can bring your research that you see with good lines, and we can try to make the best bets possible working together, because it's us against the bookies. And speaking of us against the bookies, I don't charge for any of this. I do put a lot of work into the research, and if you do well with it and you feel like giving back, I have a Cash App and a Venmo in the description, and it just keeps me motivated, keeps me going. I've been doing NBA for 3.5 months now, and it's been tiring, but I'm doing my best to keep up, and baseball is going to be a long season. So if you can, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you're new and you're here just for baseball, please subscribe if you like the information. And if you have a little bit of extra time, can you leave a comment for the algorithm? It would really help, and I very much appreciate it. Just any little thing works, an emoji or one word, it just helps get it out there. So thank you for doing that. And I am also partnered with an app called JOCKMarket. They just started player props. I haven't seen baseball pop up on there yet. They do trading players like stocks, and they have baseball there. So they should add player props, and we'll see where that goes. But use promo code FINALROUND11 to match up to your first $100 deposit. So with baseball, we have data from spring training, and we have data from last year, so we're going to go with that. I've done the best I can. I hear that pitching is the easiest to predict, and with hitting, we might have to wait until someone gets hot during the season and they get a streak going, and we find matchups, batter versus pitcher, that are favorable. But for right now, we're mostly going to look at pitching. And what I've done is I've taken the strikeout percentage for projected lineups, because I know off-season moves have happened, and I've done the math on them to come up with what would be a strikeout percentage for that lineup. And then I've taken some of the pitchers going against them, and it looks like we have some pitchers from last year who have a very high strikeout percentage going against teams who also have a high strikeout percentage. So some of these guys are going to be big names. The first one's going to be Garrett Cole. Last year he had a 32.2 strikeout percentage, almost a third were strikeout. And he's playing against the San Francisco Giants. They ranked the 9th most strikeouts last year, and with their new lineup and all the math that I did, they would rank the most strikeouts given up with their projected lineup. So I think I saw Garrett Cole's strikeout line come out at 7.5, and I did the math. If he went through the lineup 3 times, he would get around 8 strikeouts, 8 to 8.5 strikeouts. So this is a good spot for him to get the over against a lineup that strikes out a lot. Second is going to be Ohtani up against the Oakland A's. Ohtani's strikeout percentage last year was 33.2%, just like Garrett Cole. Almost a third of the batters faced struck out. And he's going against the Oakland A's, who gave up the 11th most strikeouts last year. And with the new lineup that they have, projected lineup, and their strikeout percentages all added and divided together, they would rank the 4th most last year. So Ohtani has a great matchup. It's like they took the really good pitchers and gave them great matchups so they could have a really good opening day with strikeouts, and I have not seen a line for Ohtani with strikeouts. Third is going to be Luis Castillo up against the Cleveland Guardians. The Cleveland Guardians gave up the least amount of strikeouts. They're very disciplined, and Luis Castillo, he is a strikeout pitcher. He struck out guys 27% of the time, but the Guardians are just striking out 17.9, just 18% of the time. So this is a terrible matchup for strikeouts for Castillo. Last year, he did strike out. He got 10 strikeouts against the Guardians, but the second time around that he faced them, he got just 4. So wherever his line comes out at, I'm looking at the under for Luis Castillo. And fourth pick is going to be Corbin Burns, who had 30.5% strikeout percentage last year, so almost a third of the batter's face, and he's playing against the Cubs. They gave up the 10th most strikeouts last year with their strikeout percentage, and with the new lineup that they have and all their strikeouts percentage added and put together, I've come out that they would give up the 3rd most strikeouts last year. So some of these teams have gotten worse with their striking out. They might have gotten better with hitting home runs and whatnot, but good matchup for Corbin Burns. And fifth pick is going to be a hitter, Anthony Rendon. I looked at spring training and tried to find the hottest batter, and it's going to be Anthony Rendon, and he has a really good matchup against the Oakland A's Kyle Mueller. His ERA was 6.50. He did not pitch well. He's very young, and he's in a spot where Rendon is hot. Rendon had 36 at-bats in spring training, and he hit 500 with a 561 on-base percentage. If he carries over his spring training against a pitcher who's not pitching well and is pretty young, hasn't really found his groove, this is a really good spot for him and the Angels lineup. So that's just 5 picks, taking it easy because we don't have too much data on this season. And hope it goes well. I hope you guys do great. And if you're new to the channel because it's baseball, welcome, and God bless you. It's the final round. My name is Jordan. Bye.